Your dad didn't want you to be a bodybuilder. He prevented you from going to the local gyms, I think. He wanted to get you kicked out. He did not want this career for you. Looking back at it now, did you think you should have maybe taken his advice? Because it's a difficult life, bodybuilder making a career, right?
Well, that depends on if your opinion is that you're only made accomplishments if you won Mr. Olympia. Mm-hmm. Because then otherwise, why would he be right? Just because I didn't win the Mr. Olympia? I can name 50 bodybuilders that I think are the greatest athletes that ever lived, and they didn't. Mm-hmm. So, but I do understand. I'm never going to think that he was right, because by the time that I was 25, I had more money than my dad, and I'm living a better life. So, no, I chose the right profession that I needed to do. And my career is not over, even though people want to think it is. But I do understand now as an adult and also as a more mature pro that this lifestyle, it's not, like you said, it's not easy, but it's also not normal. And my dad being an immigrant, every person who has a parent that's an immigrant understands exactly what I'm talking about. That they don't go through what they went through, have the childhood that they went through, right, to now have a kid and not go to college. And I think that he just lashed out because he also, with his father probably lashed out on him when he wanted to be a bodybuilder to leave Cuba, So it's just trickled down of parenting, not knowing how to really talk to their children. And now that I'm older, I understand that my dad wasn't hoping I was going to fail. He wasn't wishing anything negative against me. He just thought getting into a life where you're judged unless you win the Olympia. And then if you win, it's like, okay, how many more are you going to win? So there's never a level of just like, oh, you know what? I did it, set for life. My dad won 3 Mr. Olympias and worked a 9-to-5 job to the day he died. So there's no way that he's going to understand the money's different. And also remember too, like I told you before, my dad didn't follow body at all. So he's not going to understand the racism that was in the sport is completely gone. I mean, while he's telling me don't do bodybuilding, we have a black guy winning 8 times in a row and great, tying the record. Mm-hmm. So I'm always going to think the things that you dealt with, I'm not going to deal with.